Hey fellow simmers and crystal collectors, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, I am so happy you decided to stop on by. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get into today's build. Today I'm building a crystal collector's dream apartment in the world of San Myshuno that came with the City Living expansion pack, which came out, I'm thinking about it so long ago, but I still love the City Living pack like just as much as the day it came out. We are creating a sense of mystery and magic in this space using the new Crystal Creation Stuff Pack. I'm going to be using a darker color scheme, which is personally my absolute favorite. I just love a darker color scheme for some reason. I love like rich colors. And also, I have always been fascinated by crystals and their magical energy. So why not create a space that truly embodies that mystique? And I could possibly have a huge crystal collection myself, so this stuff pack was kind of speaking to me. I also fell in love with how cross-compatible it is in-game as well with the build buy items. I feel like it goes so well with the paranormal and the werewolves pack. Also, I've noticed that even with the realm of magic, there are so many items that just like go perfectly together. But like I said earlier, I wanted to set the mood with a rich, dark color palette. I love the deep blues, purples, and blacks that they used in this pack. Oh, I'm just like obsessed. It's all about creating a cozy yet mystical vibe that's perfect for your Sims to unwind after a long day of adventuring and crystal collecting. We are saying goodbye to beige and hello to the dark color scheme that, like I said before, I just love so much. I just find it so like elegant yet mysterious. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who prefers the darker color scheme or the lighter. Let me know in the comments down below. But I just, like I said, it's just so cozy to me. Now, I have built here before, not this exact floor plan, but I do like this apartment just like in general. I feel like you can really do a lot with this space. You can make it like a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom. I mean, you probably could try and cram like 8 Sims in here. I don't know how well that would work, but you probably could do it. I personally wanted to just keep this a 1-bedroom and make that obviously an office. You can like close off the wall, make it into a 2nd bedroom if you really wanted to. But I ended up making it just like the super cozy gemologist office / just like reading nook library. You guys will see in a little bit. It kind of ends up being like maybe possibly my favorite part of this home. And as you can tell, I kind of put like a few little different hallways in here just to kind of break it up a little bit. Like I said, I was going for that like super cozy vibe, and I felt like more hallways just meant more cozy to me. And I think that we can agree that the heart of any home is most definitely the kitchen. I wanted to keep it looking like a little bit older, possibly like it hasn't been really updated, but there has been some maintenance done to it. I used the darker cabinets. I'm pretty sure those came from base game. I cannot remember. And I used the brick from Dine Out throughout the apartment just to give it like that rustic, little more like outdated look, like I said. I don't know why, but for some reason, I personally just prefer the brick from Dine Out. I don't know why. It just like looks older. It looks like it's seen some things, if you know what I mean. I kind of just like imagine my Sims starting their day off with a cup of tea with this like cozy crystal infused kitchen. I was like, this is going to be such a mood booster when they wake up and they walk into this like beautiful home, well, apartment, but home for them. And just everywhere is filled with crystals and gems, and it's just like good vibes all around. And I know I've said this before, I'll say it again a million times more. I always have like a Sim in mind when I'm building apartments or like homes. I have my families I'm going to move them into. And for this apartment, I have this most perfect teen that is about to become a young adult somewhat soon. She is a spellcaster. I made her and her mom to do like a high school years let's play when the high school years expansion pack came out, but I kind of like never got around to it, unfortunately. Work just got like crazy busy, and I had like more responsibilities at work and everything else. So I kind of just had to like put that on the back burner. I also like got hurt and everything, had surgery on my hand. So that's like a whole nother story. But I decided, why not bust out that family? And as soon as Sloan ages up, I'm gonna kind of like leave Lily alone, move Sloan into this apartment, and play with her as like the gemologist, which I kind of already started doing that. I did a review of the Crystal Creation stuff pack. I'm trying to think, maybe like 2 weeks ago I did the review, but it was a lot of fun. I personally enjoyed this pack, so I'm like living for it almost right now. It's just like so up my alley. Like I said, I'm very into like gems and crystals, so it was just speaking to me. But as you guys can see, I'm just kind of going around a little bit, trying to figure out where I want things to be put. I always kind of have to remind myself that I need at least one countertop available to cook on. I feel like one thing I always forget, I cannot be the only one. Let me know in the comments down below if you also tend to forget to leave some type of counter space open for your Sims to cook on. I feel like I try to remember, but it just like it leaves my brain. It's just like impossible at this point. And I did want to use the rugs again from the Industrial Living pack. I love those rugs. They just like, they're fluffy, they're cute, and I really like the different colors that we got, like the brown, the cream, the oranges. We also got like a different variation with like patterns on it, which I honestly really like. But what I did not like at all, oh my goodness, I kind of struggled just like a teensy tiny bit, well, maybe more than just like a teeny tiny bit. I could not figure out like what kind of table I wanted in here. I wanted like some type of little eating nook area, just like in case, you know, you have someone over. I expected my sim to be more like a recluse and not have people over at all. So I was like, do I really need a dining room? Probably not. I was like, I'm probably gonna be fine with just the island with the 2 chairs, and then putting in like the little side chair too, or not the side chair, the little side table with like the little chairs from the paranormal pack. Oh, like I said, I love how everything like integrates so well. It's like chef's kiss perfect. But as you guys can tell, I'm just kind of going through a little bit, adding in these like vent heaters that we got from the For Rent expansion pack. That was like the last expansion pack that we got. And I personally really like the For Rent pack. I love that we can build apartments. I love that we can be landlords. I love that we can properly rent apartments now. Like I said, I know a little controversial, but personally, I really do love the For Rent pack, even though it like broke the entire game momentarily. Honestly, I feel like I can be a little much when it comes to like clutter and small details. I can kind of hyper focus a little bit too much on like those certain things, so I kind of feel myself pulling back a little bit sometimes. All right, y'all, now let's tackle this living room. We are dialing the coziness factor literally up to 11. I'm bringing in the cozy couches, which I was kind of wondering if they were velvet or not. That's just like kind of how my brain works. They're the new couches that we got with the crystal pack. And as you guys can tell, I used the fluffy rugs again that came from the Industrial Living pack. Like I said, they have some really nice swatches for those rugs, and they just give it more like dimension in this room. But as you guys can tell, I'm just kind of going through trying to figure out where I want certain things placed on this like little nightstand type thing that we got with the pack. It's supposed to like fit the like gem charger, crystal charger. It's huge. Like the gem crystal charger is massive. You guys will see it later if you guys have not seen it already in game. Oh my goodness, just unbelievable. And you guys, I wanted to use the nice little pillows that we got with the last pack. I cannot remember the pack's name, and it is driving me absolutely insane. Why can I not remember it? Who knows, but it'll come to me probably later on in this video, unfortunately. And you guys probably noticed that I did section off a little part of the living room, which you can like bring down. It's on a platform. You can bring that down if you want. You can make that into like your dining room area. You can make it into like a little reading nook area. You can leave it the way it is. Honestly, I just didn't want this like massive open space, and I like to add a little bit more dimension to my apartments. So I wanted to use platforms. I think we all know that I love using platforms like so much. It's like a bad habit of mine that I cannot kick. I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but This living room, I kind of like picture my sim curling up here with a good book, surrounded by the soothing energy of just like the crystal collections we have everywhere. It just sounds like so blissful and relaxing on all levels. I kind of might be jealous of my sim right now, but we'll let Sloan have this one. And like I said, like literally not too long ago, I built this little area up. I wanted to give it just a little bit more dimension. I put so much clutter in here. I feel like I do that with all my apartments. It's just like filled with cluttered galore. But moving on to the bathroom, I did put in a laundry room. Personally, I love playing with laundry. I feel like it makes the gameplay just like a little bit more realistic. And I felt like this area was just like so perfect, so cozy for just like the stackable washer and dryer unit. You can get rid of it if you want, or you can keep it. Doesn't really matter to me. It's just like however you prefer to play. But for the bathroom, I did want to go for like not the updated look like the rest of the house, a little bit more rustic, maybe updated just a tiny bit, but not at all. I chose to use like the darker colors and like more of like a cozier design, like I said, because I wanted to put the laundry room in here. Is a smaller bathroom, which I personally don't mind. I mean, what kind of one sim needs like a massive bathroom? I mean, it's like wasted space, I almost feel like. And you're probably thinking, Sierra, didn't we get a mirror with the pack? Yes, you are 1,000% right. You see it up on the screen and then poof, it's gone because I hate it. I mean, yeah, I hate it. I don't like it at all. I use the one from the werewolves pack. That one, that's one of my favorites. I just felt like that fit so much more perfectly. I also wanted to add a large amount of clutter to this bathroom, and I wanted to just throw some gems in like wherever I could just to kind of make it feel like Sloan's off. She's like so busy gem collecting everything else that like when she comes home by the door, everything leaves stuff on the floor, comes into the bathroom, empties her pockets, which is gems, whatever else she has, and then she just kind of like settles in for the night. But as you guys can tell, I've kind of switched back over into the living room to where I've kind of raised everything up. I decided I needed so much more clutter in this area. And I don't know why I felt like I needed more, but I was just like, bring on the clutter. Also, you guys probably noticed like the fruit bowl. I used the cereal bowl that we got from, it was Dream Home Decorator pack. All I do is just like set that down, as you guys can see, like on the countertops or wherever. And then I just raise up the fruit bowl to sit inside of it. I think it just looks like so cute and adorable. I don't know. It's just something that I personally like to do sometimes. And then I busted out the crystal charger. As you guys can see, massive. I think I sized it down like twice and then put it in the kitchen. It's just huge. That's all I'm going to say. Massive. Honestly, I feel like maybe it wouldn't be so bad if they gave us like another table to use for it. I don't like the end table that we have. It like hangs over the sides. So I'm like, if it was the size that I made it, like I sized it down to, I feel like it would be perfect. It's just some of the items that we have been getting lately, I feel like are just huge, unrealistic, and I'm just like, come on, Sims team. As you guys can tell, we have moved over to the office. Here's where the magic happens. Our crystal maker or our gemologist office crafting area, whatever you guys would like to call it. I honestly made sure it was complete with all the tools and inspiration Sloan and any other sim could possibly ever need to create beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces in-game, which I already started doing a lot of DIY stuff. Honestly, who really does not love a little DIY sparkle? I know I do. I also wanted to make sure I filled literally all the shelves with just like various gems that we got from packs. I know I used a decent amount of them from Get to Work, from like the Get to Work pack in this build, but I did try and focus like mainly on the gems that we got with the new pack, but it was kind of hard. I just kind of went all out in this office. I will say office probably was my second, or honestly close first favorite like to decorate in this apartment. Haven't done this exact floor plan yet in here. Like I said, I have built in this apartment before, but not this exact floor plan. And I've said a billion times, So versatile. This apartment is big. If you wanted to, you could cram 8 Sims in here and just go crazy. But if you guys haven't noticed, I actually picked up the Gem helmet that is from Get to Work. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. Or like the crystal helmet, whatever you want to call it. I thought it was absolutely perfect for in here. I was like, why does everything just like coexisting so well right now? I'm like, I am just living for it. But like I said, I use a lot of clutter in my builds. So I did not fall short with this apartment at all, as you guys can tell. Not saying that my sim is a hoarder. Possibly could be. I'm not going to put any labels on her at all. Also, you guys probably have noticed that I raised up another area in this home. Well, apartment, whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to give this room a little bit more dimension. I added like that little brick wall and then raised it up. I think like only 2 on the platform. I just wanted to have like a little showcase area kind of where I can put like all of the gem stuff and just like the gems Sloan has found and everything. I just thought that added such a cute little touch. I just thought it was so perfect. Honestly, I cannot wait to age Sloan up into a young adult, get her moved in here, and just really play with the Crystal Creation stuff pack even more, dive into it. I'm just like really into this pack. I don't know why. I know a lot of people don't like it, but personally, if you're into like gems and stuff like that, you are honestly going to love it. And like I said, the build buy, I love like the darker colors, the blues, the purples, the darker wood tones. It just like speaks to me on a whole level. So as you can tell for the bedroom, I use the same rugs just kind of throughout from the industrial loft kit. Absolute favorite. I wanted the space to kind of feel like a serene sanctuary where Sloan can just kind of come, charge, relax after a long day of crystal hunting and collecting. I wanted to use just a lot of dark colors in here to give it that more like relaxing atmosphere. I really like darker colors to like be more relaxing for me. I know everyone's different. I want it to be like a cozy crystal cave cavern. I know, try saying that like 80 million times in a row. Crystal cozy cave cavern. Yeah, I can't even do it. I just want it to be cozy in a sense. You guys get it. I will say this video took me like 3 hours to record. More like 3.5, honestly. It was a long process. There was just like so much I wanted to do in here, and I really just wanted to make this like perfect for my sim. I know we don't have an office area, so I was like, bedroom is definitely where we're gonna have like a little office nook situation type thing going on. I love it. I wanted books stacked up everywhere on the ground. I also wanted to put in like this little cute sitting area, kind of like when Sloan's getting ready in the morning really quick, where she can kind of like check herself really fast before she walks out the door, throw her shoes and everything on. We have like super cute crystal collections scattered all throughout this bedroom. I was like, this is like a supercharged bedroom, to be completely honest, and I'm loving it. But as you guys can tell, I used a lot of stuff from a lot of different packs. I didn't really feel like pack restricting myself. I kind of don't like doing that just kind of in general when it comes to building. But okay, this room, a little tricky. I was not sure about like the nightstands that we got. I think I went with the ones from Paranormal, or maybe it was the ones that came with the pack. No, it was definitely the ones that came with the pack. I ended up just using those. I'm not the biggest fan of them, like I said, but I made it work. I just kind of filled it up with a bunch of cute clutter items. I definitely wanted to make sure I had like candles and plants strategically placed like all around this apartment. Just like going on for the full cozy vibe, like 100%. And I am so happy that we got the Everyday Clutter Kit and the Basement Treasures. I feel like I use so many items from both those packs and like all of my builds, especially this one. I didn't realize how much stuff that I actually use from the Basement Treasures. I was like, wow, I really did that. But Everyday Clutter Kit, oh, stole my heart when it came out. I was like, this is everything that we needed. And I feel like the kit that we got now, or not the kit, the stuff pack that just came out, the Crystal Creation stuff pack, absolutely perfect. We were needing this, missing it in game. And like I said, if you're into like gems, astrology, all that really cool, interesting stuff, you are going to love this pack. But I just wanted to go through, kind of figure out what other clutter items I wanted to put in here. I use so many gems. Like, I could not stop once I started. A lot of them are from Get to Work, and some are from the Realm of Magic. I know, kind of weird, but it's okay. I just like wanted this to feel like gems were everywhere in this apartment. But you guys, we are nearing the end of this build. I will say this was so much fun, very interesting. I love using the darker color schemes. To me, it's just like screams, cozy, warm, inviting. I know not everyone enjoys the darker colors, but like I said, for me, it's just like really my cup of tea. And I hope you all enjoyed this build as much as I enjoyed making it. Like I said, it took me like 3.5 hours altogether. So I'm happy once it was all said and done, it finally came together. I feel like it turned into like such a beautiful apartment, perfect for Sloan. And I will put it on the